Hi guys, fourth review of the day now, and I've decided to finally review Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Now, the first Return of the Living Dead is the first film I reviewed on my channel a couple of weeks ago, and it's got 9 views, which is the most viewed video on my channel, which is pretty depressing actually. So yeah, I'm going to start off by saying I didn't like this one at all compared to the first one. I mean, I enjoyed the first one, I think it's a classic, but this one I think is a load of crap. I'm sorry about going to be really negative with this review because I just could not stand the film. For me, it felt more like a comedy than a horror. The first one was a comedy horror. This is a comedy horror, but it's more comedy than horror. I mean, I read somewhere that the director's just wasn't interested in horror, and that is clear to see in the film, because there's not that much horror. There's no violence as well for a zombie film. There's just no violence. I mean, the zombie does get shot in half, which is the only bit of memorable violence in the entire film. The acting's terrible. The characters are so annoying. I mean, there's two actors return, and they play a different role than the first film, because they died in the first film, but they play pretty similar roles, and there's cross references, like you'd say the same lines they did in the first one, which I thought was pretty good, but they just end up like the most annoying pair of people in the world by the end of the film, and I hated it. It ruined the film for me completely. This one, it's about a young lad who is getting bullied, and he discovers another tub which is lost by the military containing a zombie. Anyway, that breaks out and reanimates the dead, just like the first one, and the town's under siege basically, and he gets quarantined by the army. You know, it sounds like a good film, but it's just nothing on the first one. It was just so, I just got so annoyed by the characters. They were just loud and unfunny and trying to be funny. There was one character I liked actually, the old man. I did like him, he was really funny. But other than that, it was just a stupid film, absolutely stupid. And I'm sorry if you're a fan of this film, because I understand it has got a cult following, but I really don't like this film. It was a waste of time, it felt like. I mean, I watch a lot of bad films and I don't mind them, but this, for some reason, I just hated it. And I'm sorry, but you know, I do. There is 3 more sequels. There's part 3, 4 and 5. And I'm going to be watching them, and I really hope they improve. I've not got around to watching number 3, but I have got 3 and 4 at the moment, so I will watch them soon, and I will review them, but if they're anything like this, I don't think I'll be able to watch them all. I mean, I'm not one to watch films and turn them off, but if it is like this, I'll be tempted to turn it off. So, avoid this film. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10, because I just thought it was terrible, and
a 5.
so obviously she preferred it a bit more than I did, but you know, I just think it was a terrible film. I'm really sorry if you really like the film, if you're offended by this review, but
Especially me.
do not watch this film. I'm sorry, like, but yeah, all I was gonna say is I'm sorry, but it's just a terrible film. If you like the film, I probably would have offended you by this, and you'll probably unlike the review, but I don't care, because people need to know that that's a terrible film. I'm mumbling on a bit now, but I can't really think of much else to say for it. But you know, it's just so cheap. I mean, even the location was like, is sort of a community being built up in real life, and they just seem like they filmed there, and it's just not convincing. And it's just, there's so many stupid decisions in the films and plot holes, and I'm not even gonna go into it. There's that many. We'll be here all day. So avoid that film. Thanks for watching, and I hope I haven't been too negative. Probably have, but give us a subscribe if you really want to. You probably won't want to after watching this, but I'm not always this negative, honestly. But yeah, cheers for watching.